Hello everyone. In this video, I am going to explain weighted average price method that we denoted with WAPM, means weighted average price method. So I hope you must have seen my earlier videos on FIFO and LIFO method. Under weighted average price method, there is no first price, there is no last price. After every transaction, we have to calculate weighted average price. It is also known as rate. That is equal to balance amount upon balance quantity, or we can denote amount upon quantity, or we can write total amount upon total quantity. Here quantity it is also known as units. Now how to calculate this balance amount and balance quantity? Now after every receipt means purchases, balance amount is equal to amount plus amount, balance quantity is equal to quantity already existing quantity plus quantity purchased. Now rate is equal to balance amount upon balance quantity. So after every purchases we have our amount also will increase and quantity also will increase. So balance amount is equal to amount plus amount and quantity plus quantity in case of quantity, and rate we have to calculate applying the formula that is equal to balance amount upon balance quantity. Now after every issues, after every issue, balance amount is equal to amount minus amount, balance quantity is equal to quantity minus quantity, means after issuing the material the quantity will reduce as well as the amount also will reduce. So balance amount, in order to calculate that we have to apply that is amount minus amount and quantity minus quantity. Rate again we calculate rate is equal to balance amount upon balance quantity. Now we apply this in the question. Here we have to prepare a stores ledger account using weighted average price method. So we prepare the stores ledger account, same format that's of FIFO and LIFO method. So we write it here, stores ledger account. The method we are following that is weighted average price method. So we write it here, date, receipt, issues, balance. Now quantity, rate, amount, quantity, rate, amount, quantity, rate, amount. 2020 So this is the question. First information, May 2 purchased 300 units at the rate of 3. So we write it here. May 2 300 units at the rate of 3 is equal to 900. So we write it here 300 3 900. After this draw a line. Now after this next transaction, May 10 again we are purchasing 250 units at the rate of 2. So we write it here May 10 250 units at the rate of 2 500. Now we have to remember the formula. After every receipt, in order to calculate balance amount means amount plus amount, and balance quantity is equal to quantity plus quantity. So already we have 300 units. Now we have purchased 250 units. So quantity plus quantity, that is equal to 300 plus 250 is equal to 550. And in order to calculate the balance amount is equal to amount, that is rupees 900. Here we purchased material of rupees 500. So amount plus amount, that is equal to 900 plus 500, that is equal to 1400. Now how to calculate rate? We have to apply the formula, that is equal to balance amount upon balance quantity. So that is equal to 1400 upon 550, that is equal to 2.545. So this transaction is over. Now after this next transaction, according to the question, 15th May 350 units we have to issue. So here we write May 15 350 units. Now we are following which method? Weighted average price method. So under weighted average price method, there is no first price, there is no last price. We have mixed all the material in order to calculate the new rate. This is the new rate. So we have to remember, while issuing the material, whatever may be the quantity, it may be 350 units, it may be 300 units, it may be 500 units, whatever may be the quantity, the entire quantity of material we have to issue on the rate which is immediate before the issue. So means here we have to issue the material on 15th May. Immediate before, we have calculated the weighted average price, that is equal to 2.545. So this entire units we have to issue on the basis of this 2.545, because here there is no first price consideration, there is no last price. We have to calculate the average price after every transaction. So average price is the combination of all the material. So weighted average we have calculated applying the formula 2.545. The entire 350 units we have to issue on the basis of this 2.545. So that is equal to 890.75. So we can round it off 891. Now after every issue, our quantity will reduce as well as amount also will reduce. So balance amount in case of issue is equal to amount minus amount, and balance quantity is equal to quantity minus quantity. Means here already we had a balance of 550 units. Now we have issued out of 550 350 units. So balance is equal to 550 minus 350, means quantity minus quantity, that is equal to 200. And for amount also, if the quantity of material will reduce, obviously the amount also will reduce. So earlier we have material of 1400, and out of 1400 we have issued 891 rupees. So amount minus amount, that is equal to 1400 minus 891, that is equal to 509. Now again we calculate the rate, that is equal to 509 upon 200, that is equal to 2.545. Again the rate. This transaction is over. After this, next transaction according to the question. 20th May, purchases 100 units. So we write it here. May 20, how much units? 100 units at the rate of 3.5, that is equal to 350. Now after every receipt means purchases, quantity will increase as well as amount also will increase. So we have to remember the formula. Quantity, that is 200 plus 100, that is equal to 300, and amount also will increase. If we purchase the material, quantity will increase as well as amount also will increase. So 509 plus 350, that is equal to 859. Now again we have to calculate the rate, that is equal to 859 upon 300, that is equal to 2.863. This transaction again it is over. Now after this, next we have to issue the material. How much units? 250 units on May 25th. So again we continue with the table. So here we write receipt, issues, balance. Here we write quantity, rate, amount. Here also quantity, rate, amount. Here also quantity, rate, amount. Here we write date. Which method we are following? Weighted average price method. So how many units we have to issue on 25th? 250 units. So we write it here. May 25, 250 units. So under weighted average price method, there is no first price, there is no last price. We have to take the rate which is immediate before the issue. So immediate before the rate is 2.863. So the entire 250 units we have to issue on the basis of 2.863. So in order to calculate amount is equal to 250 multiplied by 2.863, that is equal to 716. Now after issues, quantity minus quantity, amount minus amount. So earlier what was the quantity? 300. 300 minus 250, that is equal to 50. And amount minus amount, earlier the amount was 859. 859 minus 716, that is equal to 143. Now 143 upon 50, that is equal to 2.86. Now this transaction is also over. After this, next one, 27th May, purchases 250 units at the rate of 4. So we write it here. May 27, 250 units at the rate of 4, that is equal to 1000. After every purchases here receipt, quantity plus quantity, amount plus amount, because after receiving the material, quantity will increase as well as amount also will increase. So already we have 50 units. Now we have purchased 250 units. So total 50 plus 250 is equal to 300. And amount also will increase. Earlier it was 143 and we have purchased amount of 1000, that is equal to 143 plus 1000, this that is equal to 1143. Now how to calculate rate is equal to balance amount upon balance quantity, that is 1143 upon 300, that is equal to 3.81. 3.81. Now here it is also over. Now next we have to issue the material, that is equal to 200 units. So we write it here, May 29. How many units? 200 units. So in weighted average price method, there is no first price, there is no last price. We have to consider the rate which is immediate before the issue. So in this particular date we have to issue the material 200 unit, immediate before the rate is 3.81. so amount is equal to 200 into 3.81 is equal to 762. Now after issues, quantity minus quantity, earlier it was 300, we have issued 200, so 300 minus 200, that is equal to 100. Here it is 1143 minus 762, that is equal to 381. Now 381 upon 100, that is equal to 3.81. This is the final answer. So we have to write it after this. Value of closing stock under weighted average price method, that is equal to 100 units at the rate of rupees 3.81, that is equal to 381. This is the final answer. Thanks for watching the video.